Hi guys, welcome to Easy Peasy Gardening. I'm your gardener friend Ruchi, and today we are going to propagate Monstera Deliciosa. Now, if you come closer, we planted this last summer, and it has grown probably in like if you look at this trunk, it has probably grown 4 or 5 inches. But the interesting thing is that look at the bottom, you know the roots are coming out, so that means this was inside. This is a great house plant. If you it is there somewhere in one corner. It looks so beautiful. It has these heart shaped leaves, and they have these cuts in the middle. It is also called Swiss cheese plant because it has all these holes in the leaves, and that's what makes it so special. So now, not only this root is coming out, if you come closer, you will see that this has many aerial roots. So there is one aerial root coming from here, there's one coming from here, and then there is one coming here. This is a really small one. So what I want to do is that if I cut it from here, so that will be one section that I can plant. And then I cut here and here, then I will get this root, so I can make another plant from there, and then leave this one, the original one, in this plant. So I'm going to first remove it from this planter. Just gently squeeze around the planter. That's the advantage of these plastic containers. You can just kind of squeeze on the side. Yeah, it has started to come out. Okay, let me show you the roots here. So now we can make multiple plants from this, and maybe get rid of some of the roots and plant them in different containers. And this is household rubbing alcohol. So I'm just going to wet a paper towel and clean my shears, so that these are sterile. And then this is important because when you are cutting something and it has some infection, it can go in that, so you don't want that. Okay, so now there is one root here, small one big one, and another big one. So I'm going to make a cut here. Okay, so look at this. So it has two leaves, and this one again, so there is one root here and one here, so I'm going to cut in the middle. So here is my another piece with the root. You can just shake it up. And get rid of the soil. Old soil has gone, and now I'm going to plant all these. So here in these planters, I have fresh compost and perlite and cocoa peat. So that's good. And these plants, these are native to Central America. They grow in the tropical forest where the tall trees are growing and they are forming a canopy, and these are growing underneath. So they don't like direct light, but they like indirect light and a lot of humidity. That's what they like. That's why they make great house plants, because the temperature around 70 degrees Fahrenheit is perfect for them, and they like humid environment and not too dry a soil. So if you just let it dry too much, then they'll probably not grow that. So first I'm going to plant this one. So you have to make sure that this root is not damaged. It should go straight in the planter, and because this is a long root, maybe I can use this one. So I'll just empty it first here. only a little bit of soil is left, and then put it in here and then just fill it up. So that way, and there is some soil at the bottom, so the root is not touching the planter, it is still landing on the soil. So the perlite, it helps in good drainage. Coco peat in the soil, it helps in retaining the moisture, which is what these plants like. And of course, compost gives it nutrition. Okay, so this one is set. Now this one, I'll plant this one. Now this root is really tiny, so we don't have to think too much about it. The only thing is it should go a little deep so that it does not fall off. Okay, so this one is done. Now we have to get this one. So again, I'm going to use fresh soil because the old soil may not have any nutrition left, and I'm not going to do anything to the roots because we have already cut it so much. I don't want to give it more shock, so I'm just going to put it back as it is and fill it up. I mean, if you want, you could try to trim some roots, but I don't want to take a chance here, so I'm not doing it. Okay, so I think this one is also done. So now I'm going to water it, and as I said that these are tropical forest plants, so they like moisture. Of course, you don't want to keep them soggy, meaning the soil should be well draining. But if it has coco peat, then it retains the moisture, and that helps because they like a little moist soil. So this plant was kept inside my house where it used to get lot of indirect light, no direct sunlight, but lot of indirect sunlight. So that's where I'm going to put it back, and I'll report back maybe in a couple of weeks and show you how they are doing. So this was our original plant, and it's been 2 months, and you see new growth at the bottom. So this is definitely doing very well. Now this was the branch that we had cut and planted, and if you see that there is new growth here. And this one was the third one, and it had a straight root going down, and if you look at this on the side, even this has new growth. Few more months have passed, so if you look at both the planters here, they are both doing fine. So this had just one leaf, and if you look at this, there is fresh growth here. And this one had, I think, 2 leaves, and there was this third leaf that opened up, although it didn't open up cleanly, and this is a new one that is coming out. It's been 6 months that we made these 2 new plants from this original plant, and this was the one with 1 leaf, and you can clearly see that there is fresh growth here. This was the one which had 2 leaves, And now if you look at it, it has 4 leaves. So this was one leaf that came out, but it didn't open properly. So this leaf is all, you know, broken. But this is a fresh leaf coming out of that. So now it has 4 leaves. And this is our original plant. So it had 3 or 4 leaves, and now it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves. So this has been growing well. And you can see, you know, the cut portion. If you can see here, we had made a cut, and new roots are coming in. So basically, it is very straightforward to multiply or propagate this plant. Just take make cuttings in such a way that every cutting has at least one root, and then just plant them in separate planter and be patient. Keep it inside or in moderate temperatures, basically, whether inside or outside doesn't matter, but moderate temperatures and filtered sunlight or partial sunlight, and they'll grow happily. And you have to keep the soil moist because these are big leaves, so they need, you know, water. And you wait for a few months and they start to grow. So now from one plant I have these 3 plants, and I'm really happy about it. And I kept them mostly inside, and just when a few months, when, you know, the weather was good, I left them outside, because outside they get fresh air, which is good for plants. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button and subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you next time. Happy gardening. Bye.